Welcome to the 10 videos in the series Studying and Learning Skills for Undergraduate Medical Education. My name is Mohamed Hassan Taha. I am the Director of the Medical Education Center at the University of Sharjah, and we are offering this series of videos to support undergraduate medical students and health science students with developing their studies and learning skills. This video will be about team-based learning for medical students. Team-based learning, how to think, decide, and act as medical students. Why this session is important for you? There is a very important fact that we should bear in mind. Medical students and medical school is not about collecting facts. It's about understanding the concepts, applying the knowledge, and making decisions. Team-based learning is designed to train you to develop these abilities early. This session will help you to understand how team-based learning works, why it improves your learning, and how to succeed as a student in team-based learning. So why team-based learning? Why medical education need team-based learning? Medical students face three major problems. Too much content in a short time. And the traditional lectures deliver informations but do not ensure good understanding. And do not train in decision-making skills. And decision-making skill is very important for you as skill, as healthcare practitioner in the future. So team-based learning introduces you to shift learning from passive to active, to use class time for thinking, not listening, and to train you to apply the knowledge. In this session, you will learn about what is team-based learning, the rationale and the educational principles, and the process of team-based learning. So what is a team-based learning? Team-based learning is instructional strategies based on procedures for developing high-performance learning teams that can dramatically enhance the quality of the learning of students by enhancing problem-solving skills, replacing or reducing lecture time, ensuring the students are prepared and on time to the class, creating a remarkable amount of energy in the classroom, and promoting teamwork, finally encouraging critical thinking. So what is team-based learning? It is a structured form of small group learning that emphasizes student preparation outside the class. There is a preparation outside the class, while utilizing the time of the class for application of knowledge. So it is instructional strategies based on procedures for developing high-performance learning teams. So it is a system rather than teaching style. It is designed to ensure that you come prepared to the class, you think independently, you learn collaboratively, and you apply knowledge to meaningful problems. And it is deliberately combines individual responsibility with team accountability, with immediate feedback, with the clinical problem solving. And for each of these, each step in team-based learning or each stage clarify this. For example, for individual responsibility, it is related to pre-class preparation. And for team accountability, it is what is happening inside the class. And for immediate feedback, when you receive feedback from educators and you work on it. And for clinical problem solving, is for the application exercise, and we will explain this in detail. So before and during the class, typically in team-based learning, students are organized in 5 to 7 students inside the class. Team works together throughout the class, and you should come prepared before the session. And the next slide will describe the process. So in team-based learning, there is individual study, which is pre-class preparation, and then there are class activities within the class. The class activities include the readiness assurance phase. And readiness assurance phase is divided into individual test, which is called individual readiness assurance test, IRAT, team test, team readiness assurance test, TRAT, and then appeals. You write appeal to the instructors, and then instructors provide you with feedback. All these phases called readiness assurance test. Following this, there is a phase called application of the concept, in which you have applications activity. And team-based learning follow flipped classroom approach, where you have to read and to prepare before coming to the class. So in team-based learning, it is expected that you receive material in advance before the session, and you will study this material. The material could be video material, you study the video, or could be PDF material. And then when you come to the class, you engage in the learning process. You start with the IRAT, then TRAT, then feedback, and then appeal, and then feedback, and then application exercise. This is inside the class. And then and then again, after the class, you have to check your understanding. So before, during, and then outside the class. Again, this is related to this. In IRAT here, there is individual test. You receive MCQs. In the TRAT, you solve the same MCQs, but as a group, and then you appeal if there is any ambiguity or not clear questions or not clear, you feel that the answer provided to you is not, you are not in agreement with this answer, and then here the provider, the instructors or the providers give you more feedback. So it is a sort of flipped classroom approach. In the left side here, it is the classical, this Bloom taxonomy for learning. Start from remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. And creating is the higher level. In the classical session or lectures, the teacher transmits information to you, and you try to remember, to memorize, to understand, and to some extent apply inside the class, and then you go after the class, try to develop this with your own effort. In team-based learning, the scenario is different. So the remembering, the understanding, the application will take place outside the class. So preparation is the key in team-based learning. You should, when you receive the material, you should read it, you should study it, you should memorize, understand, and try to apply. Then when you come to the class, your facilitators engage with the content, with exercise, with MCQs, and so on, and then you develop the analysis, evaluation, and creation. So by the end of the session, you reach the higher level of the cognitive domains. And this is by team-based learning or by flipped classroom, while here you reach this level in the classical classroom. So again, preparation, readiness assurance, and application. Preparation individually, readiness assurance, IRAT, TRAT, written appeal, instructor feedback, and the application exercise here. Let's go into the details one by one. For the readiness assurance process, at the beginning of the class, students participate in the readiness assurance test, and it is individual test, MCQs. Then you can screen, you can maybe in either scan to sheets or whatever. You know your mistake immediately. Then you have to complete or to make it done to complete the same test with the group member, and this is called GRAT or TRAT. G for group and T for T. And then after the group test, the TRAT, teams encourage to appeal for the questions that they got wrong. And this encourages students to review the material again and to evaluate their understanding and to defend their choice. Following this, you receive mini lectures after this appeal, and it's not like classical lectures. It's only highlighting the concepts that you struggle with. So there is no repetitions here, and it allows you to interact and to get clarifications of the question. then you will go for the application exercise, which is maybe scenario-based or case-based discussion. Peer evaluation is very important for in team-based learning. You evaluate your peer, and it keep you as students accountable with your teammates. Team-based learning should change the way you study. How? It trains you to study regularly. It trains you to focus on understanding, because if you don't understand well, you will not be able to achieve well in IRAT and TRAT. It helps you to identify your weakness early before coming to the class. And with having this test also will help you with this. It helps you to apply knowledge under pressure, and this is very important. It is very similar to the practice. And actually, these habits improve your performance in exams, in clinical settings, and in long-term practice. The key message to remember from this session: team-based learning is designed to deepen your learning, and preparation is essential before coming to the class. Teams enhance understanding, and reasoning matters more than recall, and these skills prepare you for your clinical years and for your residency when you complete the school. So please look carefully at this slide, because these are the factors affecting the impact on the learning. The individual work multiplied by small group discussion multiplied by the total class discussions, this will impact your learning. So it's very important here to remember that individual accountability is very important and team responsibility is very important. So individual accountability, team responsibility, all this will contribute to the impact at the end for your learning. Preparation is the key. Again, readiness assurance should be done in a good way in this sequence: individual test, T-test or G-test, team appeal, and immediate feedback, and then application, of course, concepts or the topic concepts. I encourage you to read this material. I think this is very simple, very helpful for you as learners. And thank you so much for watching this video. This video is the 10th in the series of these videos related to studying and learning skills for undergraduate medical students. Would like to welcome you to the next video, which will be about problem-based learning for undergraduate medical students.